Well, here I go with the water bill on the except for value. And my letter, which I will read, to whom it may concern, discharge letter. I request a letter on the behalf of the except for value note. I guarantee that this debt will be settled if a note is not corrected within 7 days. Then it shall be deemed acceptable and or approved. Failure to respond within 3 to 7 business days after postmark of the postman of this notice of the tender or set off shall cause the creditor principal undersigned to accept a certificate of non-response shall serve as evidence of the respondent's acceptance. And I got my name. And then I got my info at the very top. So maybe this will work. We're going to find out. Because it's bill time. Let's see if I can read this to you. House Joint Resolution 1992. Joint resolution to suspend the gold standard and a fragate the gold cause. June the 5th, 1933. HJR 192, 73rd Congress, First Session. Joint resolution to assure uniform value to the coin and currency of the United States, whereas the holding of a dealing in the gold affect the public interest and therefore subject to proper regulation and restriction, and whereas the exceeding emergency has disclosed that the provisions of obligations which purport to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or for particular kind of coin or currency of the United States, or in an amount of money of the United States measured whereby obstruct the power of the Congress to regulate the value of money of the United States and are in consistence with the decline policy at all times, the equal power of every dollar coined or issued by the United States in the market and in the payment of debt. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled that every provision continued in or made with respect to any obligation which parts to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency or in the amount of any money of the United States measured thereby is declined to be against public policy, and no such provision continued or made with respect of any obligation hereafter incurred, whether or not any such provisions is contained therein or made with respect thereto be shall be discharged upon payment dollar for dollar in any such coin or currency which at the time is legal tender for public and private debts, such as provision contained in any law authorized obligations to be used by or under authority of the United States is hereby replaced, but the repeal of any such provision shall not and violate any other provision or the authority contained in such law as used in the resolution of the term obligation means an obligation, including every obligation of and to the United States except in currency. payable in money of the United States, and the term coin or currency means coin or currency of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes and calculating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banking associations. Section 2. The last sentence of paragraph 1 of Section B of Section 43 of the Act entitled An Act to Reveal the Exceeding National Economic Emergency by Increasing Allegorical Pursuing Power to Arise Revenue for the Extraordinary Expense Incurred by reason of such emergency, to provide emergency relief with the effect to allegorical indebtedness, to provide for the elderly, liquidation of joint stock and banks, and for other purposes. Approved May the 12th, 1933. Is amended to read as following. All coins and currency of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes and calculating notes of the Federal Reserve Bank and National Bank Association. Hereunto and hereafter, coin for issue shall be legal tender for all debts and for public and private public change tax duties and due except gold coins when below the standard weight and limit of the tolerance provided by the law for the single price shall be legal tender only at visualization in the proportion to their actual weight. Approval June 5th, 1933 at 4:30 p.m. See also the history of how we were to put this commerce game. Alright, and you can look up dual trust too. So I hope I read that pretty good for you and understand what's going on. Hopefully it helps somebody. Love you guys. Bye.